So the other night, I was out with a really large group of women, some who are in my inner circle and I see all the time. And then there's another group. We have many things in common, but our circles of our socializing doesn't really intersect that much. So it was kind of new for me. And there were 18 of us. We went to see this thing that should have been like amazing, a Broadway sing-along in the city. And we went in all these different cars. And doesn't that sound so fun? And a drag queen was leading it. And that alone should have been amazingly fun. And it all should have been great. And the hostess was late, but it wasn't... Doesn't matter. It ran late. We had dinner reservations for 18 in the hotel. So the whole thing got screwed up, and that's not even the point. But I ended up sitting with 5 other women I don't see that much. Some have been a part of my world since I was young, I guess. But I don't see that much. Anyway. And I found some things really interesting, like who was choosing to do what with aging. Okay, aging. I'm like, well, this is very relevant to my work. And this is so interesting because I don't really know these gals like I know other gals. But as women will do, which is one of the things I think that is so fortunate about being a woman, we just kind of get right to it. And so one of the first topics was dyeing your hair. And 2 of the 4 are gray. No, 2 of the 6 are gray. Sorry, bad math. Several have really curly hair like me. They straighten it, some with keratin, some just with a blow dryer. So sometimes they're straight, sometimes they're curly. That matters in my aesthetic about what I perceive to be beautiful gray hair. To me, beautiful gray hair is stick straight and it's spiky and I love it. But then I have a friend, a frequent viewer here who's been in my world. We'll call her PETA. And PETA has super curly hair like me, and it's gray, and it's beautiful. So I just contradicted myself for sure. But I'm like, I just don't feel old enough to go gray. And these guys are mostly 10 years older than me. PETA is also. And they're like, well, when is old enough? And I received that message like that. When is old enough? It might not have been delivered that way, by the way. I'm like, I don't know, just, not yet. And then another woman in the group, she pulls out this. No more baggage. No more baggage by Dr. Brandt, Brandt. Needles no more. No more baggage. And we started talking about Botox and fill, and I start getting into my butt cracks. Herb likes them, I don't, but I don't care because I don't see them, but I do because I see them right now as I'm doing this, right? And the one says, I'm gonna fight aging all the way, and I've got this stuff. And she's like, let me just put it on you. And so she did it, but it was dark, so I couldn't see. And she said, I'm just going to put it under one eye, but not the other. And then everyone's at the table's like, oh my God, I can really see the difference. And I got home and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I can really see the difference. Like I didn't think I cared, but now that I notice, and I don't know if you can tell, but I put this on hours ago, but I put it on this eye and I didn't on this eye, and I can see a difference. Like I like it better with a little less bags. And I did put it on this butt crack and not this one, and I don't really see the difference. That's how deep they are. I've had these since college for sure. And I did fill, and it did smooth it out, but I didn't care enough to keep up with it. I mean, how much am I willing to do? Right? The fill, the Botox, these are two different things on two different schedules. The eyelashes, the nails, what are other 2-hour at least time sucks and expense. Blah. Okay. So I was like, oh, that's so interesting. And I felt really glad that I was open to allowing her to put this on my face during dinner. Now you're like, oh my God, you are lost your mind. But it was fun. It really was. And it didn't seem as weird as it sounds right now. Anyway, yesterday I went to have my nails done. And the guy who was doing my pedicure was asking the most interesting questions. Like, do you have a perm? Now, he was Asian, but he had gorgeous hair and he was beautiful. Do you dye your hair? I'm like, well, yeah, I do. I'm just not ready to be gray yet. And the whole thing starts again. And he says, me too. Me too. I said, how old are you? 31. But it runs in my family. We get gray early. I'm like, right? And your hair is straight, and straight hair and grays really do show up, in my opinion, beautifully, but maybe not when you're 31. But I was so curious about the questions he was willing to ask and share information at the nail salon. I don't know that I've noticed the men as willing to talk like that as the women manicure and pedicurists. Anyway, this is a really long way to just say, isn't it interesting, our points of view on all the things? Hair color, what we spend time on, what we spend money on, what we're open to. And I only show the product because I was so delighted I ordered it on Amazon, because I am not appreciating my bags, and it helped. And I never thought I would do such a thing, but I liked it. So what new can we learn if we just open up to the possibility? I did fill, I did Botox. I don't care for it yet or again. But someone put it on my face at dinner, and I like it. So, learning all the time. Ciao for now.